And I'm Michael Linquist. Here's what we know so far. This morning, a man went into a Huntsville business and told the staff his wife had been shot. Missouri farmers are now the only ones standing in the way of a $2.2 billion renewable energy project. Illinois regulators approved their part of a 780-mile transmission line to carry wind power from Kansas to eastern power grids.
KOMU8's Michael Linquist is live at MU to tell us what groups on both sides have to say.
That's right, thank you, Brittany. And as you can see behind me, there are protests going on right now, and this comes just after Chancellor released his decision earlier this afternoon to not reinstate the refer and follow privileges for the Planned Parenthood doctor in Columbia. As a result of this decision, abortions will no longer be allowed at the Columbia Planned Parenthood facility, leaving St. Louis Planned Parenthood as the only abortion provider in the state. Now, Seville suggested one method crews could try to use to get rid of the rust on the smokestack. And the first one is to simply clean it off the surface of the smokestack. But she said it's unclear how bad the rust is until crews actually get up there. The second one she suggested was to simply paint over it and recover the surface. Kids in Columbia today had the chance to talk to Santa Claus all the way up in the North Pole using the Santa hotline.
Ho, 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 North Pole.
The city of Columbia managed to get the phone numbers of Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves in the North Pole. Kids were able to tell him what they wanted for Christmas and how excited they are for December 25th. Earlier today, 2 young girls made their wishes as they were out shopping.
Ho, 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 this is the North Pole.
I want a Lego set for Christmas.
A what?
A Lego set.
A Lego set? Well, have you been good this year?
Yeah.
Santa told the girls to stay on the nice list, and he would try to make it a very nice Christmas for them this year. Now, Davidson said a person is well within their rights to walk up to any public area, record a video or snap a picture, and post it online, even if there are requests made for no media. And Davidson said this right is called the standing in doctrine. 2 people are hurt, including a police officer, following a standoff and shooting in Wisconsin earlier today. Investigators say a gunman walked into a motorcycle repair shop, fired a weapon, and took hostages. A total solar eclipse is projected to take place on August 21st, 2017, and it has Columbia right in the middle of the optimal viewing area, represented by this red line. Now, in this video provided to us by the GreatAmericanEclipse.com, you can see the path of the total solar eclipse goes right over Columbia, starting right at about 1:12 p.m., and then it continues right on past St. Louis. Yeah, that's right. I spent the day following a MoDOT road crew down Stadium Boulevard as they filled potholes scattered across the road. And it's all a part of an enhanced pothole repair initiative costing the state millions. Shovels, asphalt, and manpower are required to fill a pothole. MoDOT crews began a month-long effort Tuesday to fill potholes polluting Missouri roads. One MoDOT supervisor says the early onset of spring helps crews get out a little early.
To get out and start getting a lot of the major areas taken care of in town, such as Providence and Stadium, trying to get ahead of those and get those holes fixed.
He says a new kind of asphalt will hopefully make the potholes disappear for a while.
They'll use the hot mix and what we use to call as a cold mix. It's a kind of a pliable material that stays. It can get down in temperatures of 32 degrees and it still stays pliable.
Even though it's been a mild winter in mid-Missouri, potholes are still a problem.
The warmer weather makes for less, but it's the rain and the moisture that actually creates more potholes due to the pavement and things like that expanding and contracting. That creates a pothole.
But one Columbia resident says he thinks the $15 million cost is a big hole in the budget.
In those potholes, that's an awful small category for that much money.
A majority of the $15 million is spent during the month of March alone, and Jim and Brittany crews will work from about 7:30 in the morning until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon during the week throughout March. We've got a full night of high school basketball action coming your way. That's next in sports. Inspectors looked at over 3,500 buildings and found only 326 of them had illegal connections to the city's sewer system that may cause sewers like this one to start overflowing. and they typically find them in buildings at least 50 years old.
Every year, an anonymous private donor becomes the ultimate Secret Santa by handing out tens of thousands in cash to total strangers.
And last night he came to Missouri to give back to a community still healing and rebuilding since the death of Michael Brown. Amy Hawley from our affiliate KSHB in Kansas City has tonight's season of kindness story. Right now, if you were to walk along Forum Boulevard, only a couple of feet separate you from oncoming traffic. You can see the cars whizzing by me here. This pedestrian crossway will provide a safe way for pedestrians across Hinkson Creek. Some runners got the chance to not only enjoy the warm weather this morning, but to also help do some good. Today marked the 15th year of the Jingle Bell Run and Walk, which raises money to help find a cure for arthritis.
KMU8's Michael Lindquist is live in Columbia with more about this new resource for students in need.
I'm standing right in front of where the Early Childhood Learning Center will be, just in front of Lang Middle School in the northern part of Columbia, and where just a few minutes ago a groundbreaking ceremony for the new center wrapped up. Now, one spokesman for Columbia Public Schools told me it's mainly for kids who require additional resources to learn. Now here's a look at what's coming up tonight at 10. Leaders from around the world gathered in Paris to talk climate change. Now a message from space is urging them to work together. Now the maximum sentence he could have gotten was 30 years, which is what the state prosecutors were pushing for. The minimum was 10. Again, the judge ultimately deciding to hand down a 15-year sentence for Brian Atkinson. Sydney, thank you, and thank you for watching.
That's our time. Have a good night.